one of the things that's really impressive, and I think sometimes we lose focus of this, is the average age in the CHL is 18 years of age. The average age in college hockey is 21 and a half. 3.5 years is massive. Like in the CHL, you're playing on average against boys. In college hockey, you're playing against you're playing against men. In some cases, 21, 22, 23-year-olds. So here's an 18-year-old kid playing on a stacked team where there's only one puck and produced at the level he did 5-on-5. I liked his off puck play. I liked his pace. I liked the fact that he's engaged. And he's another guy who's not very big as a left winger, but I have him projected as kind of like an F7, F8. He's a guy that I would want to have on my third line. I have Vannon in like sort of an F7, maybe an F6. So he's kind of like one of those quasi second line, third line guys that can provide you a lot. The advantage with guys like that, Vannon or in Valentini, is if they're on a third line at home, that's the opportunity for a coaching staff to put them out against a third pair and exploit them with that with that offensive talent. So, and the other great thing about Valentini is he's already played 1 year of college. So if you can get him 2 more years in at Michigan before he turns pro, all the better. I don't like putting, 19 or 20-year-olds into the American Hockey League. It's a meat grinder. It really is. It's really hard on prospects. I've seen first and second round picks at Christmas time and after their, in their rookie season in the American League, and you talk to them and they look like a deer caught in headlights. They just look like they got ran over because it's that tough of a league. I think it's really underestimated of how good that league is. So keep him out as long as you possibly can. So if, Valentini's there, I have him at 36. So it's entirely possible he could slide 11 spots. 11 spots in a draft once you get the second round is actually not that significant. It really isn't. Like, that's a tier group. So if I look at my tier group, I have 33 to 43 is a tier group. So it fits right in there. My other tier group below that is 44 to 51. So realistically, I could take any of those players in that tier group and move them around. So if somebody, if they happen to get a Valentini there at 47, I'm like, that's a nice value. That's a player that can fit. I mean, you don't always have to have the biggest guys, but you want a guy who's like got some balls and is engaged and is willing to play in the paint, because that's where all the goals are scored. And that's where things happen.